Welcome SFL Nation, SFLm Nation to Ottawa. Tonight's playoff game between the Memphis River Runners and your Ottawa Cavalry. This is Benji Matson on the mic, rocking it for 1 sec while we wait for our MC of the night, Mr. Jeff Melanician, to join us on the call for tonight's game. These two teams, all the eyes of the SFLm Nation are on Ottawa tonight. For both these teams, the playoffs begin tonight. Win, and they're in. Lose. Well, no one wants to lose in tonight's game. I'm going to pass the mic over here. Mr. Jeff, how are you doing this evening?
I'm doing good. Sorry about that. But, Benji, we got some good playoffs coming up with the matchup here tonight. What's something that everybody in the Twitch chat needs to be on the lookout for tonight?
Well, some good football, I'm sure, is about to be played. Two teams, they want more than anything else to win this game tonight and set pace for the playoffs here in Season 2 of the SFLm.
This one should be a good one. Ottawa comes into this contest on a one-game winning streak after winning last week and defeating Madison 17-7. Meanwhile, on the other side, Memphis comes into this contest losing last week 30-17. They were defeated by San Jose. They are 1-1 since their bye week, which was week 6, and 3-2 previous to that. So we'll have to see what gives tonight, as Memphis will start with the football, and they'll bring it out to the 31-yard line. Just want to give a quick shout out to Phil Koss doing the stats for us back in the stats truck. So thank you so much for that. And the starting quarterback for the Memphis River Runners is Joseph Green.
Yeah, Memphis playing good football as of late, Jeff. They did win 3 in a row mixed in with that bye, so they want to get back on track tonight against Ottawa early.
Should be a good one. Ottawa needs a win, and they're in. Same with Memphis, but with a loss, they can still get a little bit of help. And already down the sidelines, nice throw out to the running back, and already inside Ottawa territory to the 46 on the very first play from scrimmage.
How about that for GP Wells, catching that flare pass out of the backfield, turning upfield for a positive gain. Excellent start on that first play of the game for the River Runners. Going to be so important, playing on the road, making something happen with this first possession of the game. That was a fantastic start for Memphis.
That was JP Wells on the reception and the catch and run after it. And Green will sling it with his arms. Sidearms going to be second down in inches down to the Ottawa 37-yard line. First reception for Michael Hammer, who comes in 4th in the SFL minor league with 47 receptions and 6th in receiving yards with 648.
Had a good game. Their most recent outing, 7 receptions. Michael Hammer did. Dependable wide receiver. Going to be called on often tonight by Joseph Green.
And there's Wells with his first carry. Tries a nice spin move. Gets enough for the first down to the 33. And the rest of the starting lineup for the Memphis River Runners, the other receiver, CJ Arthur, and the tight end, Jason France. And then center, James Richards. The guard are Julius Richards and Leonidas Richards. And the tackles are Blake Butler and Tank Butler, rounding out the starting lineup for the River Runners. And this is a first down and 10. Very first possession of the game, and Memphis will start out a nice drive, and Wells getting a little juke with it, but it's only going to be a pickup of 2 on the play.
This has been a fast, speedy drive for Memphis. They're barely giving you time to get the starting lineups in there, Jeff. They're really making some hay here early on this drive. Very important, catching Ottawa maybe a little bit off guard. They want to put this ball in the end zone here on this great opening drive.
Yeah, this one I know it's going to be a who can calm the nerves and play their game is Memphis, and it's going to be intercepted. What a turn of events. One pass, and just like that, the series has changed, and Ottawa will take over at their own 13, courtesy of Harry Husky.
Yeah, just like that. Indeed, defense sitting back a little bit, playing to cover 2. Safety just drops back, sees that ball coming in all the way, makes a great leaping grab there, secure that turnover. And just like that, the River Runners are denied on what was a very successful opening drive. Let's see what Ottawa can do with the ball here deep in their own territory.
And Memphis came in only with 3 turnovers on the season. That was the fewest coming into this game in the minor league, and the 4th one is a costly one on their very first drive, as the quarterback Scarf Hatterson flipping it out to the running back Kevin Say, and he's met and tackled for no gain.
Both teams choosing to utilize their halfbacks with that little flare-out pass on first down. Kevin Say didn't have quite as much success on that first tote. Nonetheless, sets up a 2nd and 10 for Ottawa.
Got the offset I formation, the backfield, and the defense is there for Memphis. Lost to 2 on the play and getting the tackle. Big old number 97, Jackson Phillips.
And for Memphis on defense, they're going to be looking in the backfield keen tonight on Kevin Say. Kevin Say, the running back for Ottawa, is leading the SFLm in a number of categories. He's going to be the key for Ottawa on offense today. Memphis is watching his every move.
Ottawa dropping back. Scar Patterson flipping it out on the out route, and that is going to be caught by the receiver, Ryan Roosevelt, who comes into this contest 7th in receptions with 40 on the season and 10th in receiving yards with 482.
And for Memphis, unfortunately, on that offensive possession, didn't get any points scored, which they would have hoped to do. But nonetheless, fantastic. The defense came off the bench a bit early, but stopped Ottawa deep. They're going to get some fantastic field position out of this Ottawa punt.
And just when we thought that it might have gone from bad to worse for Memphis with that turnover, costly interception, but they're going to get the ball back in Ottawa territory to the 46. And we saw that with Joseph Green, that interception. That's his first on the season. What does the young man have to do to maybe get the nerves shaken out here?
Well, I think that coming back in for the second drive of the game, they were spreading the ball around quite well in that first drive. They were going to want to do the same dose of medicine here for Ottawa. Maybe look for GP Wells again involved, maybe in the run game here on this heavy run set on first down, but spread this ball out evenly to all his playmakers.
And off to Wells up the middle. They'll say he gained a run on the play before Achilles Papatonis got in there with the tackle.
And the Ottawa defense themselves back up off the bench a bit too soon. They were really kind of caught off guard by that opening Memphis drive. They were happy to regroup on the sidelines and come back out and try and put an end to this drive here.
And off to Wells. And he'll pick up another gain of 2 on the play before he's going to be wrestled down. We'll go over to the defensive starters for Ottawa real quick. We already heard from him, but Achilles Papatonis is the defensive end. The linebacking core of Sean Moore and Riley Coos, who comes in as the Week 6 signing. Corners are Andrew Roush and Mike Scott. The safeties, Emmanuel Blackman and Harry Husky, who already has an interception in his very first game, being signed just this week. Handoff again to Wells, but that's not going to go anywhere, and it's going to be a quick 3 and out for Memphis.
Yeah, Memphis trying to run on this Ottawa defense, and in the SFLm this season, the Ottawa run D comes in ranked 3rd in the league, only allowing 63 yards a game on the ground. So they're going to be looking to shut down GP Wells on the ground like they just did on that drive. Ottawa's going to get the ball back again for the second time.
And what do you think is going to, with that allowing only 63 as the punt is going to be down at the 2-yard line? Great punt from the Memphis punter, Jack Keener. But what do you see as the plan of attack going up against a very stout Ottawa defense?
Well, with their backs up against the wall here, Ottawa's course is going to be careful. Short drive previously, they handed the ball off to Kevin Say. They might want to, you could play conservative here. You are backed up on the goal line. Just turn around, hand the ball off to your horse. Try and clear some space here. If you can pick up a first down, that's fantastic. But you want to make some room for your punter to begin with. And
there goes Kevin Say. You just talked about him, and he's got a big gain. And up to the 20-yard line. First down and 10 for Ottawa.
And enough of that. No longer backed up on the goal line. Back on schedule. Hand the ball off to your horse, Kevin Say, and let him do the rest there. Ottawa's going to want to run the ball today with their powerhouse back there. So they're going to keep feeding him the ball. They're backed up on the goal line. This drive is starting out well here for Ottawa. I wouldn't be surprised if they turn around and hand it to him again.
Definitely set up in that kind of formation, and they do, but I thought he was going to get out of it, but he is going to be tackled by big old number 94 for the River Runners, Nick Vaughn, with the tackle for loss.
And touching on the River Runners defense, so we already mentioned Ottawa allowing very few yards on the ground. Memphis is allowing under 100 yards too on the ground to their rushers. So we know Kevin Say is a very capable, outstanding back, but the River Runners is going to try really hard to limit him to less than 100 yards tonight.
Gar Patterson throwing it out wide, and that is going to be Kevin Say with the reception, but it's going to be only a pickup of 2 on the play. before being tackled by Alden Bleekler. Let's get the starting lineup for Ottawa real quick while we have some time. Scar Patterson, the quarterback. Kevin Say, the halfback. Ryan Roosevelt, the receiver, and Deuce Finnick, the receiver as well. And then the tight end is Rupert Wiscloud. And coming up on 5 minutes left to go in the very fast-moving first quarter. 3rd and 12 for Patterson, throwing it across the middle, and it is caught. Nice dot across the middle. Ryan Roosevelt with his second grab, and that's a big first down for Ottawa to keep the drive alive.
That's a key pickup on 3rd and long there. The running game wasn't picking up the yards that they needed there, and here comes Ryan Roosevelt across the middle. Tough wide receiver, big frame, 6'4", 220. Had 8 catches last week. He's going to be involved in this game, and he made a timely reception there for Scar Patterson.
Might be able to convert is the 43% on 3rd down against for Memphis defense giving it up. And there's another TFL, Kevin Say, tackled in the backfield, 2nd down and 11.
Ottawa's really leaning right now on Kevin Say, both in the run game and the pass game. Still early, second full drive for Ottawa. They're kind of feeling out Memphis, and they're that defensive front, seeing what they're doing when Ottawa comes up to that ball, how they're aligning. So I think it's just a couple heavyweight fighters right now, still in the process of feeling each other out in the opening rounds.
2nd and 11. Scar Patterson, shotgun. We'll just have to fire it underneath. Good job from the Memphis defense to keep everything in front of them. And Say picking up positive yards, though. It's going to set up a manageable 3rd down and 5 for Ottawa.
Yeah, 3rd and 5, much shorter than 3rd and 12 just a few downs ago. This is quietly a good drive for Ottawa. They were backed up on the goal line. Let's remember that, on that 2-yard line. Picked up some first downs. They've got the ball moving. 3rd and 5 is a much easier down to convert 3rd and 12. And you'll look for Ryan Roosevelt again across the middle.
Flip back in the backfield. Shotgun for Patterson. Going across the middle. Batted up in the air. And it is going to fall incomplete. Not able to take advantage of that is the River Runners defense. Looking across the middle for Deuce Finnick, but it falls incomplete.
Yeah, tough pass play there for Ottawa. Didn't get the completion. Good attempt there for Deuce Finnick. He's going to be needing to be involved in this game too. Also a tall target, comes in at 6'5" for Scar Patterson. Ottawa going to get a little bit better field position out of this for their defense here as they come back on the field.
But you got to give credit where credit is due. And the Memphis defense has come to play against a very solid Ottawa offense. And they've gotten 2 punts from Ottawa. And even after the interception, Ottawa has not been able to get past the 50-yard line.
No, Memphis is doing a great job here. This is a fantastic start to the game for them. Pinning Ottawa deep on that possession was really great. Playing the field position game here early on. Now, if you're Memphis, you want to possess this ball for a little bit. A lot of punts already in this first quarter. Hang onto this ball, get a few first downs, and see if they can put some points on the board.
It off to Wells. He's been worked heavy, and he has got some speed, and he gets enough for the first down up to the 42-yard line.
Great blocking on that left side of the offensive line. That might be something we touch on in today's game. Memphis has some O-line horses, some power there on the line tonight against Ottawa. That was a well-blocked play. Sprung GP Wells for a great pickup and a first down as Memphis is approaching midfield.
Yeah, I do want to get your take on what an offensive line can do for a team when we get some time here coming up. 4th down defensive lineman for Ottawa on this 1st down and 10 play, and they are going to get in the backfield. Blowing it up is Sean Moore. No gain for GP Wells.
And Sean Moore steps up, the big dog, and says, we don't care about offensive line over here on the Cavalry. Great play by the linebacker, seeking and destroying on that play.
2nd down and 10 from their own 42-yard line. Nobody in the backfield behind Joseph Green. Drops back, pressure in his face, and he's going to get sacked. The first sack of the night. Credited to the Cavalry, getting to the quarterback and taking him down.
Fantastic job by the Cavalry. When they need to make a big play on defense, they get one indeed. Fantastic penetration there by the big defensive lineman. Brings down Joseph Green on the sack. Now
Memphis backed up behind the original line of scrimmage. Patterson, they're looking to go to the same formation. Drops back short, throwing across the middle. Was looking for his receiver, big old number 82, going across the middle. That's Kent Harris, but it falls incomplete. Luckily, it was only batted down. There's a lot of cavalry in the vicinity.
Yeah, Memphis is lucky to live to fight another down. You're lucky that ball was not turned over.
Again, having to punt the football away. It's been interception, then punt for Memphis. Not able to get anything going since that interception. And here, going to give the ball back to Ottawa. And there's only so many times you can give a ball back to a high potent offense like Ottawa before it comes back and rears its ugly head as Ottawa gets the ball to the 28-yard line.
Yeah, and with Ottawa, they want to kill you on the ground too. So this game, although Memphis started fast, Ottawa's not uncomfortable with the pace of this play right now. Their strong suit's playing great defense, stopping the opponent's run game, getting that ball back, and running it right down their throat. So I think the game started fast for Memphis, but Ottawa's comfortable with the pace of play right now.
Ottawa is the only team that has a third down conversion in this game. Scar Patterson taking a shot, but it falls off the hands and incomplete, and they're going to hurry it up here, Benji.
Yeah, unfortunate drop there. Interesting play call choice here to go hurry up. They must see something they like in that Memphis defensive secondary.
And they're going to throw it underneath to Kevin Say, and he's going to be hit and tackled for a loss. That's going to be number 33, Alden Bleeker, with another TFL to his name. And they're still going to hurry it up. 3rd down and 12. Big 3rd down for Memphis to get a stop here. From their own 26. Patterson taking the shotgun snap. Receivers in motion out wide, and they're going to throw it underneath. Pass is going to be caught to Deuce Finnick, and that's enough for the 1st down. Converting another 3rd down. Ottawa, they're the only team in this game that has converted a 3rd down. Patterson still on the hurry up, taking a shot. Oh, but it falls incomplete. Was looking for Ryan Roosevelt, but right through his hands.
Yeah, continuing the fast pace of play here, Ottawa must think they have an advantage.
Patterson, pressure in his face, moves up in the pocket, throwing it across the middle, incomplete. And that will do it for the hurry-up offense as Bernard Smith, the 4th, will get credited with the pass deflection.
And Ottawa needs to take a break here. They got another 3rd and long. We've converted a couple of these already. So good conversion rate on 3rd down so far, but when you're facing repeated 3rd and long, it just gets tough over the course of an entire game to convert these downs and distances here.
Coming in 38% on the season on 3rd down. They're 50% tonight, but only 2 of 4. Patterson throwing it as he's hit, batted up in the air, and it falls incomplete. And another punt will come from the Ottawa Cavalry.
Great pressure up front by the River Runner defensive line. Scar Patterson did not look comfortable in the pocket there. Took a chance on that out route, didn't connect. Luckily, Ottawa did not get sacked in the backfield there. Still punting this ball from the 40-yard line. Defense is going to get ready to come back on the field, try and keep these River Runners at bay.
If you're new to the Simulation Football League, you're watching the first controllerless esport where strategy and AI instead of the thumbs determines the outcome. Teams submit game plans prior to the simulation. The results play out live in real time with hundreds of viewers turned players, scouts, coaches, and team owners on the field to create an all-new kind of virtual reality. Visit www.simulationfl.net for more information. All right, Benji, we've seen a couple of drives here. What does Memphis need to get back to in order to move this ball?
Well, they're living right about at midfield, if not inside of Ottawa territory. Just keep mixing it up. Change things up. Distribute this ball to your playmakers. Try and pick up some 1st downs.
GP Wells trying to do just that. Going to be 1 yard short. And remember, he was a week 3 team change. And boy, what a change he was with 119 carries. He's 8th, 436 yards. That's 7th at 3.7 yards per carry, 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, and he's having good success tonight, finding the running lanes, picking up some great chunk yardage for the River Runners.
He's offset in the backfield. Green throwing it across the middle, but it's off the hands and incomplete. And it's a 3rd down and 1. And that's something that Memphis doesn't want to see because they have not converted a 3rd down yet.
Interesting play call there on 3rd and 1 after GP Wells is running so well. They elect for the short crossing route there. Didn't connect with CJ Arthur. And we need to Also, make sure we note that OJ Bruin is in at quarterback tonight for the River Runners. Not able to connect on that pass between OJ and CJ Arthur.
Handoff up the middle to Wells, and it's not going to get there. Defense swarming for the Cavalry and getting in there first. Number 99, the outside linebacker, Dion Lewis. And that's going to take us to the end of the first quarter. Defenses have come to play in this one. Memphis and Ottawa both in a win and in situation in the playoffs. We'll be back with the second quarter right after this. You're watching the SFL Minor League on Twitch. Back to the start of the second quarter, and we will see another punt from Jack Keener, and this time it's going to be fair caught at the 30-yard line. And so Benji, just as we have a little bit of a breather here now, after seeing what the first couple drives has been, what have been your initial thoughts?
Yeah, good defense play by both teams so far. We've seen Ottawa on offense picking up some third and longs, but they want to do everything they can to get themselves in some better short yardage situations on these third downs. At least now on this drive for Ottawa, they're not backed up on the goal line.
First down and 10 for Scar Patterson, taking a shot, and it's going to be caught. Big first down for Roosevelt, the go-to receivers thus far in the early portion of the game, and that's a big catch, and it gets them out to the 49-yard line.
Yeah, big-time catch on first down. Elected not to go with Kevin Say on the background, out of the backfield on first down, but instead find their target, Ryan Roosevelt on the outside. That was an awesome catch by the wide receiver.
Roosevelt has been the go-to so far as he's up to 43 yards, 3 receptions on the night, and the night is still young. We're here in the early portions of the second quarter. Patterson barking out some signals and a handoff to Kevin Say, and he has been on lock courtesy of the Memphis defense, and that's only going to be a gain of 1.
Yeah, Memphis is doing a fantastic job so far on Kevin Say. He's flashed a few times on some big gains, mostly for the large part. Ottawa's leaning heavily on Kevin Say early in this game, and Memphis is doing a great job keeping him corralled.
Get down in 9. Patterson throwing it underneath. The pass is going to be caught. Tight coverage. And boy, how did Patterson find Roosevelt? I don't know how, but he did, and that is going to be 3rd down and 1 coming up.
That definitely looked like a dangerous pass by Scar Patterson, but receivers did an excellent job of reaching back for that ball, reeling it in, securing it. Could have been a disaster for Ottawa, but here we go. They're across midfield. See what they can do with this drive.
Yeah, for the first time tonight, Ottawa across midfield. Patterson throwing it to Say out of the backfield. Look at that power, able to pick up 3 yards, and that's a big 3 yards. Took some bodies with him. First down upcoming, and they're down to the 40-yard line of Memphis.
You know, on the season, Kevin Say from his halfback spot led all halfbacks in receptions and targets out of the backfield, so he's a strong runner, but equally talented receiving the ball out of the backfield.
And off to Say. He looks a little bit gassed after being used here heavily and often, and it's going to be a pick up of 4 on the play before Grant makes the tackle. 2nd down upcoming.
And this is how Ottawa wants to play tonight. Helter-skelter in that first quarter. Ball changed hands a number of times. And here's Ottawa on a drive, looking to hand off, show some power football here. Watch Kevin Say run.
There he goes, but he is going to be met at the line, and no gain on the play. As Memphis, they have come to play, and they know how to bring down the ball carrier, as Charles Waterhouse will make the first tackle there. It's going to be 3rd down upcoming, but Ottawa, they are very good at converting 3rd downs.
Yeah, they're having great success so far tonight. 3rd and much shorter than a 3rd and 12. 3rd and 6, very manageable down or distance on this down for Ottawa.
Defensive line adjusting, shifting over a little bit for Memphis. 4 down defensive lineman. Scar Patterson taking a shot. Almost intercepted. Probably should have been intercepted by Mike Ryan, who has 1 already on the season, but it falls incomplete.
Yeah, great play by Mike Ryan. Perhaps should have been able to secure that ball, but nonetheless, coming over from his strong safety spot, made a great play on the ball, sets up a 4th and 6 for Ottawa, not quite comfortable with the distance, and yet again, they're on the field to punt. Hopefully this time they're going to try back up Memphis on their own goal line.
Yeah, we saw Memphis do that earlier to Ottawa, and we'll have to see if the punter, Aiden Loft, can do the same. It hits and, bounces into the end zone. And so the change of position to Memphis, but we will take a short break and be back right after this, as Memphis will get the ball at their own 20. You're watching the SFL Minor League on Twitch. Back with the Memphis. Their next drive here will suffice right now. Joseph Green will fire it underneath. And the passes will be caught out for a gain of 6, as that's going to be Michael Hammer with another reception. Second down and 4. Bruin under center. Got Wells in the backfield, a little bit offset behind him, and there it goes, the handoff, and there goes Wells up the middle. And it's going to be enough for the first down. First down and 10 as Memphis, they're looking to get the drive going.
Great spin move there by GP Wells, showing his athleticism. I can say that word, Jeff. Athleticism. GP Wells has got it, and he showed it on that play, picking up the first down for Memphis.
As Joseph Green, now the quarterback for Memphis, in the shotgun formation, got Wells lined up to his right. 3 receivers, 2 to the bottom of the formation, 1 to the top. Taking the shotgun snap and firing it out on the out route. Pass is going to be caught by CJ Arthur, and that's going to be a pickup of 3 on the play.
2nd and 7 for Memphis on this drive, and Joseph Green now in the game at quarterback for the River Runners. Last played in Week 7. Led Memphis to a victory, 24-17. Played a great game there, 25 of 30. Completed 83% of his passes in Week 7. So he's on the field now for the River Runners.
Hand off to Wells, but the defense is there, courtesy of Riley Coos, and a nice tackle from the Week 6 signing.
Great tackle indeed. Ottawa keeping pace with this Memphis offense here. The Memphis defense has been playing great so far. Ottawa defense trying to keep Memphis from crossing the 50 here. They want to try and turn this 3rd down into a 4th.
They have now converted a 3rd down. Can they do it on this drive? Green moving around in the pocket, throwing it out to Arthur, who turns upfield, just enough room to turn upfield before Mike Scott making the tackle. But first down for Memphis, their first 3rd down conversion of the game.
Another catch by CJ Arthur on this drive. Picks up a first down. Another first down from Memphis. That was a great play by Joseph Green, throwing that ball from the quarterback spot.
First down and 10. Now they're up to their own 44-yard line. Green dropping back. Pocket starting to collapse. Breaks out of 1, but not the second tackler. And that's going to be the sack. And boy, when it rains, it storms as the cavalry getting to the quarterback. And what a tackle by Mitch Trunk.
Mitch Trunk dragging him down there. I thought Joseph Green was going to let loose on one right there at the last minute. He stepped up in the pocket, but it was just really to try and evade that rush, but the trunk dragged him down for the sack.
Second sack of the game, and both have been by the cavalry. As it's going to be 2nd and 17 now for Green. Dropping back 5 steps. Pocket starting to collapse, moves around, and he's going to be sacked again. Back-to-back sacks for the cavalry. As Trunk getting in there again, picking up a half sack this time with Achilles Pavatonis.
Yeah, really bringing that pressure here. With Joseph Green in the game, Ottawa's just they're just relentless here on this drive. They see something in the blocking scheme that they'll be able to take advantage of, and they are squeezing through the daylight and get to the quarterback. 2 straight sacks in a row. Fantastic play, but Ottawa defense.
It's 3rd and a country mile, and throwing it, and it's going to be intercepted by the cavalry. What another, and given the ball in perfect position, Andrew Roush with the interception, and that's his 4th of the season.
And you see what can happen on defense when you're putting that great pressure on the quarterback, setting up a 3rd and long, an obvious passing distance. Ottawa was able to sit back that time, play coverage, and wait and see what Joseph Green could do at the quarterback spot. Costly turnover by Memphis here because it sets up Ottawa deep in Memphis territory.
2nd turnover for Memphis. And they had 3 turnovers the whole season, and they have 2 already in this game, in a game that they desperately need to keep playoff hopes alive. And that pass is going to be incomplete. They're going to rule it incomplete, looking for Deuce Finnick on the sidelines.
Yeah, wasn't quite able to get his feet down on that particular catch, but it's good to see Scar Patterson looking for Deuce Finnick there on the outside.
Brings up a 2nd down and 10. Defensive line for Memphis adjusting at the line of scrimmage. There's 4 down defensive linemen for them as Patterson taking the shotgun snap, looking across the middle. What a diving catch! 1st down, Ottawa in the red zone. As Finnick, how do you do?
Right on cue. Step up, Deuce Finnick. There we go. Fantastic grab going down to the ground there. Reels that one in from Scar Patterson. Great nab, and Ottawa's humming here. After that turnover, already in River Runner territory, inside the red zone here, as we're heading into the second half of this second quarter.
They're going to go to the I formation. Say dot in the I, and he'll get the carry, and he's going to break out of a tackle, but not the second one, and he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as the tackle, big on number 94, that's Nick Vaughn yet again.
They were in the backfield by the time Scar Patterson turned around to hand that ball off. They were lucky, Ottawa did, that they didn't lose more yardage on that play. Kevin Say able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get another carry, this time a lot better than the last carry. It gets a gain of 2 on the play. And just like that, 2 quick plays, and now it's 3rd down and 8 upcoming for the cavalry.
Yeah, and they'll settle for a field goal here if they have to. I mean, this game is shaping up to be extremely low scoring. You know, getting the field goal out of this and going up 3-zip, it's not the worst thing in the world right now if you're Ottawa.
Across the middle, pass is caught. And moving the chains yet again, that's the receiver, Cole Vermillion, with the reception. 1st down and goal to the Memphis 7.
And this is where Kevin Say shines for Ottawa. 7 rushing touchdowns on the year, one of the league leaders. We already know he's a beast. Now Ottawa's looking at killing some clock here. 1st and goal from the 7. They want to give this ball to Kevin Say, perhaps.
Kevin Say with the carry, and that's going to be down to the 5-yard line. 2nd down and goal.
Sets up the 2nd and 5 here. Ottawa will probably let this go to the 2-minute warning, trying to bleed this clock down with the ball on the goal line, playing keep away from the River Runners.
And there it is. You called it, Benji, and it is the 2-minute warning in this very fast-moving first half as both teams scoreless, but Ottawa, they're the ones closest, and they're at the 5. We'll be back with the last 2 minutes after this. You're watching SFL Minor League on Twitch. I formation, fullback offset, Scar Patterson under center. Say in the backfield. Patterson dropping back. And he breaks out of a sack. He's scrambling to the end zone. Touchdown. Scar Patterson and the Cavalry.
Unbelievable play from the quarterback. Just when you thought he was going to go down, sacked by the River Runners, he escapes, breaks through that pressure, hauls it into the end zone for 6. That was an amazing play by Scar Patterson, putting the first points on the board for Ottawa in this must-win final game of the regular season.
A QB scramble for a touchdown. Shades. Oh, man. Whoa, that is amazing. I mean, I know the Sioux Falls, they like running plays like that with the quarterback. And for the first time, Scar Patterson getting into the end zone for a rushing touchdown. But what a play. What a way to just elude the pressure in the pocket. Step up. He was still looking down into the end zone, but then there was that all that grass in front of him.
Absolutely. River Runners have been in the backfield often tonight. Scar Patterson hasn't looked comfortable in a number of passes. And here, just his sheer athleticism, his ability to break that tackle and scoot in for that 6 was fantastic. Awesome play for the Ottawa captain.
Thank you to Phil Koss with the stat tracking. 7 plays, 35 yards. Remember, it was capped with started with the interception. That was courtesy of Andrew Roush, And I mean, when you're set up with good field position, Ottawa, they took it and they made Memphis pay for it. And now Memphis, for the first time, either team is down, and Memphis is down 7 with 1:52 left to go. And it's going to be empty set, shotgun formation, and the slant is caught by the tight end, breaking out of tackles, and going down the sideline is Jason France, and he is going to be tackled at the 40-yard line. The offenses are starting to incinerate.
Woo! Go, big man. That was a great play by Jason France from that tight end spot. That was an excellent run after the catch. And just like that, Memphis is in business. They got a minute and a half on the clock, all 3 timeouts. It's going to be an interesting close here to this first half.
5-yard reception for France. Green throwing it. Pass is going to be caught on the sidelines and getting out of bounds to stop the clock. Michael Hammer.
Save a timeout there. Still a minute 15 on the clock. Just pick up some positive yards. They did it on that play, just what they need. Already on the 35-yard line here, so time's not an issue right now. Whole playbook's open for Memphis. Just want to be careful with the ball, but they've got a great opportunity here to put some points on the board. Annapolis
And Tacoma, they got game going on YouTube for the SFL as the pass is going to fall incomplete. Looking for the fullback out of the backfield. That score is Tacoma up 3-0 over Annapolis as they're at the end of the first quarter. And so we know what the implications are. If Memphis wins, that'd be big for Salt Lake City. But it's 3rd down and 6, and there's still a whole half left to go and another minute 12 left to go in the first half. 3rd down and 6. Can Memphis convert a 3rd down? Green in the backfield, empty set. Shotgun formation. Pressure coming. Green steps up. What a little throw that was. And that was caught. And it's going to be enough for the first down and to move the chains. CJ Arthur, and they're going to go hurry up. Down to the 25-yard line of Ottawa. 1st down and 10. Green taking the shotgun snap. Taking a shot deep. Pass is caught. And that's Michael Hammer with a big-time grab to the 2-yard line. 1st down and goal, Memphis.
Wow. This is a fast, efficient drive by the River Runners. Fantastic play here. Michael Hammer almost makes it into the goal line here, into the end zone. But they're down on the goal line now, on the 2-yard line. This is an amazing response by the River Runners after turning the ball over, which led to that Ottawa touchdown on that previous drive.
They're 2 yards away from potentially tying up this football game with 53 seconds left to go and 2 timeouts remaining. Green is in the shotgun formation, takes the snap to the back of the end zone, but he let the receiver, or the receiver ran the wrong route. He was open in the back of the end zone, but he catches it out of bounds. Tough break there for Memphis.
Joseph Green thought that Michael Hammer was going to flatten that route out, cut it towards the sideline. He was open. The two just weren't in sync on that play.
And actually, the booth is going to challenge this since it's under 2 minutes. I don't know if there's anything that they could. Yeah, I mean, he's on the white. Unless they're starting to say that the white is inbounds, this is going to be incomplete.
The play stands. The pass was incomplete. The catch was made out of bounds.
And I know Ryan Youssef in the last game said that when there was a challenge that somebody needed LASIK. Well, I don't know what was going on. I know you want to get it right, but that was clear as day that was out of bounds.
Yeah, lost opportunity there for Memphis on that play.
2nd down and goal. Still got a couple more plays left. What does Green have in him? He's under center, throwing it to the end zone. Pass is caught, and who else but France finishes it off after making the big grab for 35 yards. And you got to love it when the person that started the whole drive off gets to cap it off with a touchdown, and that's the third receiving touchdown in the career for Jason France, as he came in 2nd in tight ends and categories with 20 receptions, 385 yards, and now his 3rd touchdown.
Yeah, you can't do anything to guard that on the goal line if you're Ottawa. Jason France is just too big. He's playing basketball there, posting up the defender. Creates a huge target. He was wide open for that touchdown catch.
The extra point for Nate Collier to tie this football game up at 7. The kick is up, and it's through the uprights. And we are all knotted up because why wouldn't we? It was 0-0 for most for all of this first half until the last 2 minutes of play.
Yeah, great defensive play so far in this game. That was going to be our theme at halftime, talking about these two teams playing the field position battle, waiting for something to break their way. This has been a crazy 2 minutes here in this game.
Another 7-play, 75-yard drive. So if anybody's looking for, patterns and whatnot, the scoring drives for both teams have been 7 plays. The yards are a little bit different, courtesy of an interception for the Cavalry on defense. But it's going to be 1st down and 10 now. So, Benji, with 43 seconds left, what are you expecting to see from the Cavalry offense?
Well, they're going to snap this ball. They're going to hand this ball off. They're going to throw this ball down the field. That's what's going to happen. They got 3 timeouts, 43 seconds. You'd like to see them take a chance down the field, see if they can make something happen.
Everybody likes to see some offense, so just open it up and throw it. And that's what he's doing. Oh, but it could have been intercepted. Looking for Roosevelt on the sidelines, but Grant, another play. He's had a couple of dropped potential interceptions in this game, but it falls incomplete.
Ryan Roosevelt was open on that play. If Scar Patterson could have lofted that ball, put some more air underneath it, Ryan Roosevelt might still be running.
2nd and 10 from their own 31. Defensive line for Memphis moving around. They got 4 down defensive linemen. Pressure coming, but Scar Patterson throwing it underneath. Pass is caught by Kevin Say, but that's only going to be a pickup of 2 on the play before being tackled by who else but Grant.
And if I were Memphis, I'd be calling a timeout right here. Save these precious seconds on the clock. Ottawa can't move the ball right now. Call a timeout and make something happen. Maybe you get a punt return, connect on a big play, kick a field goal at the gun. Interesting call here by not going with the timeout.
And they will take a play. They didn't have to if they didn't want to, as Patterson will fire it, and the pass is going to be caught, and they'll take a timeout with 3 seconds remaining as Deuce Finnick with the reception up to the 45.
Ottawa's setting up for one last Hail Mary here. Why not? Stranger things have happened. It's been a crazy 2 minutes here. We'll see if Scar Patterson's got the strength to get this one down the field.
We will definitely see what kind of arm Scar Patterson has, as we will take a look and see what that rifle he's got in that right arm. Can he get it all the way to the end zone? They're at their own 45-yard line. 4 receivers to the bottom of the formation. Pocket starting to collapse. Patterson moving around. He's going to fire it, being tackled to the end zone, but it's going to be intercepted to end the half, and a knee, not even going to try to bring it out, as the interception was made by the strong safety, Rick Lerner.
And just like that, the first half is over. We can skip most of the second half, right, Jeff? Let's just go right to the 2 minutes.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
We are all knotted up at 7. We were knotted up at 0 until 3 minutes, roughly 3 minutes left to go. But Benji, I mean, we've seen some wild things happen in the last 2 minutes, but just give a little bit of the viewers watching at home some of your thoughts for that first half.
Yeah, great defense to start this game. Memphis started hot, but Ottawa stood tall. These two teams traded punches. Field possession game here. Ottawa leading the time of possession right now. Neither team really able to get much done on the ground. It's been some big plays here that have made the difference so far. Of course, Ottawa gets that big play by turning over Memphis deep in their own territory, and Ottawa takes advantage and gets the touchdown to go up 7-zip. And then just like that, the River Runners go right down the field in less than 2 minutes to even this score at 7 with a few big plays of their own. So these two defenses are really playing well. We saw Memphis kind of open things up here on that 2-minute drive. It's going to be extremely interesting to see how these two teams come out of the gate in this second half. Throw out all the records. The score's tied. Treat this as like 0-0. These two teams have one half of football left to secure their place in the SFLm playoffs. So they're in at halftime right now, making adjustments, getting something to drink, maybe getting a granola bar, fueling up for this second half. But I can't wait to see how these two teams come out in this second half. Are they going to be firing? Are they going to be trying to play that field possession game again? We've got several turnovers in this game. I don't know really what to expect now after seeing the end of that first half. But some big plays on the Memphis side of things. You would think that in the second half, if Memphis has the ability to make a few of those big plays on offense, they might have an advantage here. We see Scar Patterson in the pocket. He hasn't looked comfortable throwing the ball in the first half, and their big stud, Kevin Say, hasn't really made the impact that we thought he might in this game so far. So I can't wait to see the second half. We know it's going to be an awesome second half here. I can't wait to get it started, but who knows what we're going to see.
And the big thing is Ottawa will get the ball to start the second half. But just take a look at some of the stats. The tackle leaders for Ottawa, you got Harry Husky, who's got 1 interception, but he's got 4 tackles leading the Cavalry on defense. Meanwhile, Achilles Papatanis has 1 sack to his credit. Kevin Say only held to 26 rushing yards on 11 attempts. And on the season, boy, he was second. He's second in rushing with 777 yards coming into this game, so we know what he can do. Meanwhile, receiving-wise, Ryan Roosevelt leading the clubhouse there pretty much for both teams, as the leader for Memphis is Michael Hammer with 43 receiving yards. And so we will see Scar Patterson and what he will have in store for these little changes, that Benji was alluding to in the halftime break. First down and 10. Patterson taking the shotgun, split back formation snap, and he'll throw it underneath. Pass is caught by Say. Just enough to get something, but back to the line of scrimmage before being tackled on the play by number 55 for Memphis. That's going to be Chase Amherst.
Same play for Ottawa opening this second half. They chose to run with when they got the ball to open their first drive of the game. Flare out to Kevin Say to the right. They want to try and mix things up here a little bit more in the second half, I think.
Patterson throwing it on the run on second down, and it falls incomplete. Looking for his receiver, who else? Ryan Roosevelt, but led him just a little bit too much. Third down.
Ottawa had some good success in the first half converting these third and longs, but I just don't honestly know how long they can go into the second half facing these third and long downs and have success converting them. Memphis is playing good defense. Interesting to see if this trend continues for Ottawa on third and long.
Pocket was open, throwing it, but batted up in the air and incomplete. Mike Ryan will get the deflection. Could have had an interception. That would have been his second, but it falls incomplete. But there is a penalty marker down, so R62 will take it to you. They're going to say illegal forward pass. We saw this in the first game, and they actually challenged it and reversed it. So what are they going to do here? Because I don't know about you, Benji, but from up here, I didn't think that he really crossed the line of scrimmage.
I didn't think so either. Well, here we go. They're going to throw the flag. We'll see what they're going to find when they go to review this.
Ottawa is going to challenge the penalty of illegal forward pass, and everybody watching at home will also get a good look at it. He did step up in the pocket, but yeah, he was behind the line of scrimmage, and so good call here, good challenge. It looks like Frank Morales should win that challenge, and he's clapping, and he did. So the ruling is overturned. They would not be charged with a timeout, but more importantly, it's still, I mean, it was incomplete, so it's pretty null and void.
Yeah, if anything here, they're saving some distance on the field to maybe try and pin Memphis a little bit farther back on their side of the field with a good punt here. Not a great start coming out of the gate here for Ottawa with this first drive failing to convert. Now they got to punt it away.
We'll see another punt from Aiden Loft as the punt is away. Fielded. Oh, nice spin move. Going to be only a short return, though, it's brought up to the 40-yard line. And that's where we see Joseph Green. A little bit of a shaky first half. But outside, he looked pretty comfortable once he got his feet under him.
Yeah, absolutely. Came on strong into that second quarter. We'll be looking to do the same here, starting this third one.
Cavalry defensive line shifting at the line of scrimmage. Green dropping back, but the pocket starting to collapse around him, but he fires in. It's going to fall incomplete. Looking for the tight end, Jason France.
Stood tall in the pocket there as long as he could, trying to let that route develop. Just couldn't quite make that connection with Jason France there. France is a big tight end, 6'7", 280. He flashed his brilliance there in that 2-minute drive at the end of the second quarter. Big weapon for Memphis on that drive. They're looking to go back to him early in the second half.
Down in 10, Green looking to make some audibles to the receivers out wide. Gets back under center, takes the snap, throwing it across, but it hits off the back of the Ottawa defender. That's Riley Coos with the deflection. Will get credited for that after hitting off his back.
Yeah, Riley, turn around. Turn around next time. Catch that one. That would be a fantastic play for Ottawa if the linebacker Riley Coos was able to turn around and make that play. Nonetheless, it is a pass defense. Sets up 3rd and long for the River Runners.
On their own 40-yard line, Green under center, empty set, dropping back quick, firing it, but it's going to be 4th down and 1. The diving reception was made by the receiver, Ken Harris, but it's just a yard short, so Memphis will have to punt this ball back to the Cavalry.
That was a great catch there. Fantastic connection. Just a few inches short. They're lining up to go for it here on 4th and 1.
All right. Let's see if Memphis will actually go for it or if they're just trying the old fake-a-roo bait and switch to try to get the free first down under 10. The score of the Annapolis-Tacoma game, Tacoma with another field goal, 6-0 over Annapolis, as they're in the second quarter with 2:22 left to go, as Annapolis has missed 2 field goals in that game, so it would be looking at an even score just like this one is, but that's all she wrote is it's 6-0. Actually, that's not all she wrote. It's 6-0. So excuse me, but it's 7-7 here. And actually, Memphis tried to do the old bait and switch, but they just burned a timeout, which could be big in the fourth quarter.
Absolutely, could be huge. We'll have to remember that this second half continues to develop here. However, they've got a great chance to pin Ottawa deep. Ottawa's not able to be as proficient on the offensive side of the ball tonight. They have been recently, so I think Memphis is doing the right thing here by punting away, trying to pin Ottawa deep.
Sooner or later, you're going to start to see some teams actually go for it on 4th down, and that would be big. I would think that maybe if it was maybe in the early portion of the Ottawa field position, maybe around the 47, 45-yard line, that maybe they would have went for it.
Yeah, absolutely. I think there's a time and a place for that. Absolutely. I think that this game, there's so much riding on this game, and Memphis is playing really well. Would have been fun to see him go for it, but that was the smart play here to punt the ball back to Ottawa.
All right, so Ottawa, they're known for being backed up in this game, and they are backed up at their own 3. Scar Patterson throwing it underneath. Pass is caught by Finnick. Pick up a 6 on the play.
Yeah, fantastic connection there. Scar Patterson to Deuce Fennick. Fennick is such a big target for a wide receiver at 6'5", coming across the middle there. It's just a easy toss and catch between Scar Patterson and Deuce Fennick.
Down at 4, defensive line for the River Runners, adjusting at the line of scrimmage. Handoff to Say, and he's got it up for the first down. That speed, a quick one, and he gets to the 15-yard line. Picks up a first down.
Absolutely. When Kevin Say gets going, he shows those flashes of that speed and power. Memphis is glad that they're able to secure him and get him down on the ground there. That last defender, if he would have missed, Kevin Say would be in that end zone for 6.
And now up to 32 rushing yards on the game, Kevin Say. And he gets another carry here. Going to be a pickup of 7 on the play. Gets it up to the 22-yard line before being wrestled down by Maverick Hughes, who actually comes in first in the SFL minor leagues with 72 tackles on the season.
Ottawa's been running the ball all season long with Kevin Say, and now these are some of the most important possessions of the entire season right now for Ottawa. We don't know how many possessions they've got left in this game. With the score tied, they have got to convert a couple of these. This is second and short here. They want to keep this drive going, and they need to have success on the ground with Kevin Say.
Patterson will throw it to Say, who has to adjust to make the catch. Or excuse me, that's going to be the fullback, Herman Moore, with the reception, having to adjust on that throw from Scar Patterson. And so that actually hurt his momentum as he had to go backwards and then went forwards. But it's going to be 3rd down and 3 upcoming.
Yeah, this could be a huge 3rd and 3. I know we're just only halfway through the 3rd quarter here, but this is a big down for Ottawa.
Patterson dropping back short, drop back. Throwing it out wide to Say, but just led him a little bit too much. Not able to turn upfield. And that is going to be all done for this drive. Is the Ottawa going to have to punt this one away? And you were just talking about it, how they need to convert just a couple more first downs to keep this drive alive. But even to flip field position, if they would have got that first down, would have been big.
Yeah, well, that's how Ottawa scored this touchdown to begin this game with in that first half. These two teams trading blows, playing that field position game. Ottawa playing good defense, kept, pinning Memphis deep until that ball got turned over there. That worked well for them in the first half. Looking like another defensive battle here in the second half of this game.
Sector 6 is the official apparel provider of the Simulation Football League. And the winning gear for the Baltimore Vultures are out now. Get your name on the back of your team or your fan favorite team's jersey by visiting team stores and libraries for purchasing options through sector6apparel.com or through our website at simulationfl.net. And all you have to do is just hit the shop button. Easy peasy. Oh, and easy peasy as that is blown up in the backfield. Whew, boy. Benji, that's Vernon Stenson for you.
Easy breezy, indeed. Wow, that was an awesome play by Ottawa there. Just Joseph Green faking the handoff there and just got squashed in the backfield.
Cat got your tongue on that one a little bit. It's GP Wells with the carry, but he is going to be hit in the backfield. They're going to say no gain on the play as Riley Coos getting in there again.
And Memphis didn't have a whole lot of 3rd and longs in that first half, but they got one right here. So this could be Ottawa's game plan, just sticking with it, starting to work out here. If they can force a punt, starting to flip that field, which we've talked about.
Oh, I thought that was going to be intercepted. Looking for CJ Arthur, and it falls incomplete. Throwing it into triple coverage. Not a good look for Joseph Green, and it falls incomplete. But we had a score update in the Tacoma-Annapolis game. It is now 13-0 Tacoma with 13:33 in the second quarter. Ziggy Hronik with an 11-yard touchdown catch to extend the lead.
I want to know how many of you viewers out there have 2 screens on right now watching both games.
Salt Lake City. Actually, it's with 33 seconds left to go in the second quarter. So the last 2 minutes of that game getting really interesting as well in the first half. As the punt is away, it's going to be 1st down and 10. But All right, we've seen a couple drives here. What are some changes that both teams need to make as coming after both teams having their first possession of the second half?
Yeah, well, Ottawa, I'm not too hip on Ottawa's running backs flare out passes out of the backfield right now. I think they got to line up on first down and run this ball, try and get some positive yards right off the bat.
Another tackle for Alden Bleeker. He's having a big game for Memphis as he's been handling those swing routes when they're coming out to his side, which is on the left.
Yeah, Memphis defense is not that they're expecting that out of Ottawa on the early downs of these drives, but they're just watching Kevin Say, who's the beneficiary of all these passes out of the backfield. They're just keying on him. Ottawa's got to try and do something a little bit different.
Ederson throwing it out, and that's going to be another short route run by Deuce Finnick. Makes the reception. It's going to be 3rd down and 7, so another 3rd down for the Cavalry.
And it's a trend now that we've seen all game long with Ottawa. Their first downs are not getting good yardage on first down. It's setting up a second and long, and they're not able to connect down the field with any sort of a vertical passing game today. It's just setting up second and 3rd and long. It's really difficult for Ottawa right now.
Another throw out, and the defense is ready for that one yet again, as it's Charles Waterhouse. And so we will see another punt, as this will be the 5th punt since halftime.
It's almost like we're watching a strange game of chess here, where we're waiting for Ottawa to do something different here, but this is also their game plan, and they're sticking to it here. They are playing good defense as they punt this ball back to Memphis. Again, I just don't know how many times they can do this. Fail to pick up the first down, punt the ball back to Memphis, and then play defense like this.
There's 4:21 left to go in this 3rd quarter, and you got to think about this for both teams. There's probably only 3 possessions that both teams are going to have. That's the max. 3. That's what I'm saying. At least 3 possessions both teams are going to have before the end of the game. So you got to make these could be the last possessions of your season, and you just never know it. So 1st down and 10 for Green. Going to hand off to Wells going up the middle, and he'll pick up a gain of 3.
Yeah, good point, Jeff. These are interesting drives that we're going to be watching now. These are the final drives of the final game of this SFML season. Both these teams playing maybe a little bit tight, but also the defense is playing strong, which is what's going to happen this last quarter and these last few minutes of this game.
2nd and 7, Green dropping back, pressure in his face. He has to move to scramble to get out of it, and he finds who else but Jason France downfield, who's absolutely come to life since the last drive they had before the half.
Yeah, that's a huge play. Joseph Green, fantastic, fading out of the pocket to the right like that, throwing on the run, very Mahomes-esque, and finds his stud tight end down the field. That's a huge play for Joseph Green and this Memphis offense.
And Harry Husky, strong safety getting the tackle on France. As Green will throw it out, pass is cut, and turning upfield is Hammer, and he'll pick up a gain of 6. So Memphis looks like they got something cooking on this drive.
Yeah, don't hurt him, Hammer. Don't hurt him. Memphis is picking up some speed here. Their playmakers are getting involved. They started this drive with a GP Wells dive up the middle. Liked to see that. They're kind of spreading the ball around here, trying to keep Ottawa off guard, and it's working on this drive.
2nd and 4. This is the 4th play of the drive. Already 30 yards on this one. And it's going to be a handoff to Wells up the middle. 3rd and 3 upcoming.
And Ottawa's defense here, big 3rd and 3. I mean, every 3rd down's big from here on out. But Ottawa can force a field goal here with a good defensive stand on 3rd and short.
Yeah, for now, I don't even think they trust their kicker to hit one from this kind of yardage. I think they still need to get a little bit closer, maybe inside the 20 even. France throwing it out. Oh, and it's caught. 1st down. Hammer with the reception.
Wow, and for a brief second there, didn't you think that ball could have gone the other way? We could have been looking at a pick
Scott
six
was in
there.
coverage.
That was a close play. Mike Scott just a few inches short of being able to take that one to the house. That would have been massive for Ottawa. Instead, fantastic play by Michael Hammer, keeping his eyes on the ball and converting a huge third down.
Empty set under center is Green, dropping back 5 steps, firing it, pass is caught, the reception is made, and the receiver will take a pop at the end of that play, courtesy of Mike Carroll, but enough for the first down. That's CJ Arthur.
River Runners have really come to life here on this drive. That final drive of the second half and this drive here late in the third quarter, Joseph Green slinging the ball from his quarterback spot, doing a fantastic job keeping the Ottawa defense off balance.
Nice catch by CJ Arthur. We saw him add an alligator arm one that could have been a first down, but that fell incomplete. He tried to go for the one-handed grab, but this one he hauls in, and it's going to be second down and goal. No gain on the play from Wells.
It's also never easy to score when you get down here on the goal line like this. Everything's just so compacted. Ottawa is a great defensive squad. You would like to see them put up a fantastic goal line stand here if you're cheering for Ottawa, which is they can absolutely do.
Hand off to Wells. He busts it back up inside. It looked like the play was going out to the left, but he decided to take a different route. And so it's down to the 2-yard line. Good pickup by Wells.
Yeah, they're in a familiar spot here on the goal line. What'd they do in this first half? Look for Jason France playing basketball. Short pass, dump over the middle. He'll body up at linebacker and get in front of him. That might be a play choice here for Memphis.
The 9th play of the drive, already at 58 yards. Looking for Wells. It bounces off his hands. They're going to say it was a fumble. It's picked up by Ottawa, and they're going back the other way with it. Nobody is going to catch him as he has a convoy in front of him, and it's already at the 30, the 20. He is going to take it to the house. Turn of events here in Ottawa. What a fumble recovery to the house. Courtesy of Riley Coos.
The Coos man. What did we just watch? What just happened? Bobbled pass, we thought, could be an incomplete pass, but Riley Coos doing the right thing, picking the ball up and running it back. We'll see what happens here, but this could be a game-changing play by this Ottawa defense backed up on the goal line. Great job, Riley Coos, picking this ball up and running, and there we go. Here comes the challenge flag.
Big challenge upcoming as R62 has to make this call. As the folks watching, they're not even going to show a replay, Benji. There's no replay. R62 overturn, take that touchdown off the board. R62 says.
Holy cow. Well, I think when we saw that in real time, it looked like it was an incomplete pass. I think the only thing they could have been thinking was if that ball was somehow thrown backward from the quarterback spot. But from up here, it looked like that was the right call. That was an incomplete pass.
So a good drive for Memphis, and they're going to have to settle for 3. Collier coming on to tack on the field goal from 19 yards out, and it's through the uprights and true as it's good. So Collier tacking on 3 points. Memphis on top, 10-7. But boy, what a drive. That was 9 plays, 58 yards, resulting in a field goal from Collier. But boy, Benji, now the onus goes back to the Cavalry offense, who really hasn't done anything since their second to last possession of the first half.
Yeah, and that possession was set up by their defense, turning over Memphis. And they're going to have to do this the hard way here, putting together a long drive after this kickoff return is cut down short of the 25 or right about the 26. They've got their work cut out for them here. Still a lot of time to play, but Ottawa hasn't done this in this game tonight. They haven't put together a good, solid drive for more than 50 yards, and now they're starting deep in their own territory. This is going to be interesting. This is the time for Ottawa to come out and prove that they're a championship caliber team.
Here we go. Both teams coming in 4-3 on the season. Ottawa now down 3. For the first time, they are down in this ball game. And look at that, Deuce Finnick with a grab already inside Memphis River Runner territory as it's down to the 46.
One of the most successful passing plays of the game tonight for Scar Patterson, and he hooks up with Deuce Finnick. who's been one of his go-to guys tonight. This is a huge play for Ottawa, and it's going to shake things up a little bit. Memphis is going to come out on this next play, maybe backpedaling a bit at the snap. Ottawa's back on schedule here. They're across the 50-yard line. Their playbook's open, but that was a huge play for Ottawa.
17 seconds left to go in this third quarter. Handoff to Say, and he will pick up a tough 4 yards before he has to take 2 River Runners defenders to bring him down.
And that's what you'd like to see if you're an Ottawa fan, is turn it around and hand the ball off to Kevin Say to go up the gut on a first down.
And that's the end of the third quarter. Everybody put your fours up. This is the last fourth quarter for the River Runners and the Cavalry, who will get that ticket to the playoffs. We'll be back right after this for the fourth quarter. You're watching the SFL Minor League on Twitch. Teams will flip field positions. I'm Jeff Melanishin. Joining me in the booth, the other voice you're hearing is Benji Matson. Phil Koss doing the stats for us. Handoff to Say, breaking out of a tackle. And it's going to be 3rd down and 2 upcoming for the Cavalry.
There's something a little bit different, though, about this 3rd down. For Ottawa, it's 3rd and 2. It's 3rd and short, Jeff. They haven't had very many of these tonight. And
Yeah, they've had only a handful.
Yeah, they need to convert here and keep this drive going.
Let's see what they're going to call on 3rd down and 2. Defense adjusting for the River Runners. Can they get the stop? Throwing it. Pass is going to be caught. And that's a 1st down. Ryan Roosevelt with the reception. 1st down and 10. Cavalry.
Great play call there by Ottawa. You saw Kevin Say fading out of the backfield to the right there, and your heart skips a beat for a moment. You're thinking they're going to swing that pass out to him. See, they're highlighting him there. But that was a great play call by Coach to hit Ryan Roosevelt out in the flat on the left.
Split back formation behind, to the left and right of Scar Patterson. Throwing it across the middle, and boy, what a dot that was. And that's going to be caught, and that is going to be a big catch for Deuce Finnick.
Yeah, they absolutely threaded the needle there. Great pass by Scar Patterson. Hits Deuce again. Things are heating up here for Ottawa. This is a great drive. It started by that fantastic catch early by Deuce Finnick, but Ottawa's got it rolling right now.
5 down defensive lineman for the River Runners on this 2nd down and 2. Looks like they're going to bring the blitz. They do, and they stop Kevin Say behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 3 upcoming for the Cavalry.
Strength on strength right there. Ottawa lines up, run heavy. You almost know exactly what they're going to do. You're going to turn around and hand it to their stud. And Memphis was ready on that play. It's going to be another battle here on 3rd and 3.
Another 3rd down, the 7th play of the drive for the Cavalry. What do they have in store on this 3rd down? Patterson dropping back, throwing it to Say out of the backfield. They again let him a little bit too much. Scar Patterson making some rookie mistakes, and it's going to be 4th down and 4 as Say will lose 1.
That dreaded swing pass cost him again there on that play. They just can't get that play executed the right way. And they can't get Kevin Say the ball in enough time as he's coming out of the backfield to get him able to turn up field. This is a sneaky long field goal here for Ottawa from the 27.
George Murphy will attempt to tie the football game at 10. Snap is down, kick is on the way through the Ottawa air, and it is good from 44 yards out. Murphy has ice in his veins. Is 8:34 left to go, and again, all knotted up this time. We're knotted up at 10.
Yeah, plenty of leg on that one. I don't even know what I'm talking about. That's why they don't pay me the big bucks to do this. Great leg there, great kick by Kevin Murphy. Knocks this thing up at 10. I wouldn't mind if this game goes another quarter or two. This has been a fantastic game tonight between these two teams.
This is it. There is no more tomorrow unless you win. Then there is, because it's the playoffs. And the kick is away. It's going to be fielded at the 5-yard line and brought out to the 24. All right, 8:30 left to go in your season. Benji, what does Memphis need to do on this drive to maybe tack on some more points and get that lead back?
Well, I think you just say, keep doing what you're doing. They're really having great success with Joseph Green at quarterback here. And that last drive that they had to kick that field goal, they had some fantastic play by their stars. They're just continuing to mix things up. Just do what you're doing if you're in the Memphis offense.
Green, 7-step drop, pressure coming off his blind side, throws it, incomplete. Boy, that pressure was getting there, courtesy of who else but Achilles Papatonis coming in off the blind side of Joseph Green.
Yeah, it looked like Joseph Green was going to the ground when he decided to let that pass go. He did the right thing, though. He put it where it was going to be really hard for anyone to make a catch there on that particular play. So, sets up a 2nd and 10. Still a lot of time. But Memphis going to need to be strategic with a few of these play calls here as they're sitting deep in their territory.
Score update. Annapolis got on the board. It's now 13-7. Tacoma on top of Annapolis. Throwing it out. Pass is caught. Joseph Green will fire it in there. Michael Hammer with the reception. Now up to the 44-yard line.
That was a great hookup on that play. Strong ball thrown by Joseph Green here. He knows exactly where he's going as soon as this ball snapped. And Michael Hammer just reels that one in, just out of the outstretched hands of the defender on that play. That was a strong, well-thrown ball by Joseph Green.
Good ball placement. Joseph Green coming in with 657 passing yards on the season, a 72.94 completion percentage, 3 touchdowns. He's had a couple interceptions tonight and a 106.8 QBR coming into this contest. Green dropping back. Quick throw out. Pass is going to be caught. Turning it upfield, Sean Brule. And it's going to be pick up a 6, setting up a 2nd and 4.
Yeah, getting the fullback involved there. Had the offensive line heavy to the left. Able to swing that pass out and get some positive yards between those big guys, behind those big guys up front. Great forward moving play call by Memphis. 2nd and short at midfield.
Offensive line moving for the Cavalry on this 2nd down and 4 play. Handoff to Wells. Nice spin move. He's got a blocker out in front. 2 blockers. Can anybody catch it from behind? No. Touchdown. J.P. Wells. And there's a penalty on the play.
Whoa.
Thrown late.
Check the laundry.
Oh. Late hit. Well, they're calling Wells with the late hit. We got to take a look at this one on,
It could have been number 21 there, the tackle in the end zone. Perhaps.
All right. And the touchdown will stand. What a run from J.P. Wells. The spin move, the acceleration burst, and the offensive lineman getting out in front. And you got to love it when you see C.J. Arthur, the receiver, blocking him downfield for you as well. He had a convoy all the way to the end zone. And so Memphis regains the lead 16-10 as the extra point from Nate Collier is through the uprights and good. So Memphis gets on the board again, this time a touchdown, and it's 17-10.
That was a highlight reel play by G.P. Wells. That's a nasty spin he put in there. That was a fantastic play by the halfback. Huge momentum-changing play. Memphis is scoring on all these fast drives with these big plays, wearing out this Ottawa defense. This ball comes right back to Ottawa now with the clock starting to become an issue in this game.
7:26 left to go. That was a 4-play, 77-yard drive capped by the 51-yard touchdown run by who else but J.P. Wells, who gets his 5th rushing touchdown of the season. Remember, he was a Week 3 team change. So, boy, is he showing off that he could do it at any position. And 1st down and 10 from their own 30-yard line, Scar Patterson. We've seen the split back formation in the shotgun too much this game, and it's thrown out, and that's going to be Finnick. Positive yards, pick up a 4 on the play as Finnick getting close to 100 yards. He's now up to 90.
And Scar Patterson's looking for Deuce right now. They're going to be trying to take advantage of that connection they've got. Keeping both backs in a block on that down. It was very evident that they needed to have success on 1st down. So max protection for Scar Patterson. Completes the pass. 2nd and manageable as the clock continues to run.
Scar Patterson, quick drop. You got to fire it to say another throw out coming out of the backfield. But the defense ready for it as Maverick Hughes with the tackle on Kevin Say.
We're seeing that swing pass again by Kevin Say. I just think that Scar Patterson's got to be looking across the middle. Where's Rupert Westcloud? You know, he's not even on the field right now, or is he on the field there? You've got a tight end that you could utilize across the middle of the field when you're getting in these tough situations.
Actually throwing it out, batted up in the air, and it could have been intercepted, but it falls incomplete. The defense is all over the Cavalry offense as Kevin Stay still held in check. He's up to only 46 rushing yards in the game. But boy, the defense for the River Runners has come to play today, and it's going to be another punt.
And now Ottawa needs this defense to step up more than ever, with the clock starting to become an issue as they punt this ball back to Memphis.
The punt is away, and it's going to be fielded around the 22-yard line, and it's going to be brought up to the 28. And so this is a big possession here for both teams. Memphis, you put some more points on the board, you extend that lead to double digits. Meanwhile, for Ottawa, you got to try to get a stop here and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Memphis is having success and putting pressure on the Ottawa defense with the passing game. But with the clock now starting to become an issue, you've got to wonder if it's time to start handing the ball off to GP Wells, especially with that huge burst he just had, which is what they're going to do right now.
And a nice pick of a 6 on the play, but continue your point, Reggie.
Yeah, Memphis has got to find that balance right now between running the clock and sustaining and having success on a drive. It's that passing game that's got them where they're up now, up a touchdown. And then GP Wells slashed him on that last drive. It's just an interesting mix that they got to be careful of as they're approaching midfield.
Under 6 minutes left to go in the season. Green taking a shot, and it is caught. Big catch. Michael Hammer coming up big in the clutch, and it's another grab into Cavalry territory to the 45-yard line.
And Joseph Green says, I don't care about your analysis. Let's throw this ball down the field. I'm going to start calling him Mean Joe Green. He doesn't care. River Runners are doing what they do best right now, and it's the air attack that they're having success with today, keeping this Ottawa defense off balance.
Now both games are into the fourth quarter, and Tacoma still on top by the score 13-7. Green dropping back, pocket starting to collapse, throws as he's hit, batted, and it falls incomplete. Looking for the tight end, Jason France, but he was hit as soon as the ball got there.
Dangerous pass here. Joseph Green starting to throw with some confidence in here. I think he believes he can throw this one into this window here to his big tight end, but this is a great coverage by Ottawa. And then if Memphis comes back and throws a ball like that again, Ottawa's going to take advantage of something like that, especially if a mistake gets made. They're going to turn that ball over if Memphis isn't careful. Clock stopped now. What do you do if you're Memphis? I'd like to see him maybe run the ball a little bit here and get this clock moving again.
But Green will decide to pass it because he's going to prove Benji wrong, and he will pass it and caught by who else but Michael Hammer. Another reception, pick up a 5. Going to be 3rd down and 5 upcoming for the River Runners.
And Memphis doesn't care what I say right now. Everything's working for them. So keep doing what you're doing, Memphis. Clock's running. It sets up a 3rd and 5 for the River Runners.
Taking up a minute from the game clock now, under 5 minutes left to go. Green under center, handoff to Wells. We've seen the Wells show tonight, and boy, is he keeping it going. Keeps those legs churning. Pick us enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, great pickup here, converting the 1st down. Memphis is about another 10 yards away maybe from feeling confident, 10 to 15 yards away from feeling confident about a field goal try here. Any points on the board are huge for Memphis. Making this a 2-score game would almost seal the deal, you would think, for Memphis at this time.
Coming up on 2 minutes of time of possession on this drive. Handoff to Wells, and he's hit in the backfield. Coos coming up and making the tackle and getting a TFL to his name.
Yeah, Riley Coos made that fantastic highlight reel play, which was all for naught earlier in this second half when he returned that ball, which we thought was a fumble, back for the touchdown. He responds there with a great play and a tackle for loss on that 1st down.
2nd and 11 upcoming for Joseph Green under center. Handoff to Wells going up the middle. Pickup of 2 on the play. Going to be 3rd down and 10 and a 3rd and long upcoming for the River Runners, who really haven't been good at converting 3rd downs in the game tonight.
Another strong play by Riley Coos from that linebacker spot right there. 2 in a row by Riley, playing really well. Huge. This is the 3rd down of the game, perhaps, right now. Can Ottawa stop Memphis in their tracks right here, right now?
Big 3rd down. Memphis bunch set to the top of the formation, but Green is going to be under center, and Wells is split back. And they're going to hand it off to Wells, and he will be tackled, but not before he picks up a short gain. Pick up a 3 on the play, as he will be brought down by the free safety, Leland Nichols.
Looking at about a 46 or 47-yard field goal. I think the kicker's in the huddle there. What are they going to do?
Yeah, we already saw the Cavalry. They made a 44-yard field goal. So George Murphy's got the leg. What do they have in Nate Collier? We will see. It's going to be 4th and 7. As it looks like they're going to let this play clock just dwindle down as we're under 2:30 left to go in the game. Snap is down. Kick is on the way. And it's good from 46 yards out. Nate Collier extends the lead. It is now a 10-point game, 20-10. The Cavalry are in desperate need of some points on this next drive.
That's a great kick. There was no doubt on that one. Straight down the boulevard. 10-point lead for Memphis here. 2.5 minutes on the clock for Ottawa. They just haven't had much success moving the ball, but now when they really have to do it, what are they going to come out with on offense to try and gain an advantage on this River Runner defense?
Cavalry, let's see where they will be starting their drive from. Their own 31-yard line. 2:23 left to go, and Scar Patterson and the Cavalry are down 10. What kind of magical plays do they have cooked up for us in this last 2:23?
Ottawa missed a connection between Scar Patterson and Ryan Roosevelt deep on the right-hand side earlier in this game, where Scar Patterson couldn't get the ball to Ryan, who was running open. That was a great route, and he was open for a spell there. Maybe they go back to a play like that.
Nope, it's going to be a check down, and that is going to go nowhere as a TFL to Charles Waterhouse. The field goal make on the last drive was courtesy of a 9-play, 44-yard drive. It's Patterson throwing it, batted up in the air by who else but Waterhouse yet again all over the field. And it's going to fall incomplete. And just like that, Benji, it's 3rd and 11.
Yeah, looking for Ryan Roosevelt. Running a post pattern there. Just not a well-thrown ball. Ryan was also well covered there. Does set up a 3rd and 11. Another 3rd and long. Ottawa was able to pick these up in the first half. There's a lot of pressure riding on this one right now.
This could be the biggest 3rd down conversion that the Cavalry could have to save their season. Throwing it in, it's caught! Big 3rd down conversion, Deuce Finnick. And that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. You guys don't want to go anywhere in chat. This is a heck of a game, and it's going to be a great ending. I can smell it. I can see it. So stay tuned. We'll be back right after that. Right after this, you're watching the SFL Minor League on Twitch. And we are back. The final 2 minutes of the season for Memphis and Ottawa, respectively. I'm Jeff Melanishin. The other voice you're hearing is Benji Matson. And Phil Koss doing the stats for us and doing yeoman's work from the stats truck. 1st down and 10. Patterson taking the shotgun snap. Pump fakes. And will fire it on the out route. And the pass will be caught by Ryan Roosevelt. Makes the grab. And it's going to be a pickup of 9. 2nd down and 1.
Yeah, great play coming out of the 2-minute warning there. Scar Patterson with the pump fake. Throws the defense off. Able to complete underneath. Another 9 yards. But it only took 5 seconds off the clock. That's what Ottawa has got to do now. They got to mind their 3 timeouts. Have to mind the clock. Oh, they're kind of lining up in a run-heavy formation here. See what they do.
A minute 55 left to go. Maybe they're going to try to catch Memphis. No, they don't, and they're going to throw the swing pass out. Finally, it works, and they turn it upfield, giving them enough room. And so it's going to be first down and 10. Scar Patterson will hurry it up under center, and they are not in a really good formation for any hurry up. And they're going to throw the same exact play to Kevin Say, and it's going to be a gain of 1.
Yeah, Kevin Say needs to take these swing passes out of bounds. We're losing precious time on the clock here.
Second down and 9, 1:24 left to go. The clock is a ticking on the Cavalry season. Patterson again to Say. Tries a spin move. You got to just duck out of bounds if you're the Cavalry. Or if you're Kevin Say, just to save face and save some time, but they have to burn their first timeout.
Yeah, Ottawa lost at least 30 seconds off the clock here. Well, 1 minute, 55 seconds was on the clock after that 2-minute warning. So they lost some precious time, not gaining much ground here. Got to run that ball out of bounds if you got that ball near the border.
Flip back in the backfield behind Scar Patterson, who's under center. 2 receivers at the bottom of the formation, 1 to the top. Patterson moving around in the pocket, taking a shot across the middle of the field, looking for the receiver. Ryan Roosevelt is go-to, but it falls incomplete.
Sets up a 4th and 7. You could do a couple different things here. We know the kicker's got the leg, made one earlier from about this distance. You could kick the field goal now and try the onside kick, or you could try and convert here and take this one in for the touchdown. I'm not quite sure how you'd play it. We'll see how they come out here on this 4th and 7.
Take the points, 4th down and 7, and they will attempt the onside kick if this is made from George Murphy. He's already made one from 44. Why not try another one? Snap is down. Kick is on the way. Does it have the leg? It does, and it's good from 45. George Murphy looking for a contract in the SFL as he makes it. And now it's a 7-point game.
Good kick. Keeps him in the game. This is all you could ask for if you're Ottawa at this moment. Now, this is the biggest onside kick in the team's history.
Tacoma 13, Annapolis 10. They're in the 4th quarter with 4:22 left to go. That's going on YouTube. The onside is away, and it's fielded by Memphis. Not able to get enough of the second bounce that you normally like to see. But good job from the Memphis hands team, and they recovered it.
Well played by Memphis there on that onside kick. The Memphis River Runners are lining up in the greatest formation in sports.
They will knee as Ottawa will burn their second timeout. They got 1 remaining and 1:04 left to go. As what a game that we have seen today, Benji. Just great job from both teams, even though Ottawa is going to come up, barring any sort of miracle, just 1 touchdown short. And you could go back to any number of their possessions that they've had in this game where they just did not convert enough on 3rd down, and that seemed to do them in.
The game was well played by both sides tonight. Memphis, of course, is going to walk away with the victory here on Ottawa's field and advance to the playoffs. But this was a well-played game between 2 excellent teams. Ottawa's got nothing to hang their heads about as this one wraps up.
As a Tacoma victory would be just exactly what Salt Lake City would need to get into the playoffs. It's 13-10 right now. So Salt Lake scoreboard watching still as Memphis will get... Well, there's still going to be some time left on the clock, so it's not a done deal yet, but Memphis looking good to get the win.
Hold your breath, everyone. We could see a punt return to change everything real fast.
There's the snap. The punt is away. And they're going to just let this one bounce. It hits, and it's down at the 5-yard line with 16 seconds remaining in the season for both teams.
Well, I was going to line up here for one or two more plays. They're going to unfortunately need to get this ball as close to half court, midfield as they can to try one of those Hail Marys. We saw Scar Patterson get the ball to the end zone, throwing from about his 40 at the end of the first half. So they need to get at least 35 or 40 yards on this play and get the ball out of bounds here right now.
Patterson dropping back, firing it quickly, and they're going to say it was not caught by Finnick on the sideline. 2nd down and 10 upcoming.
Second down and 10 here for Ottawa. The distance doesn't matter anymore. They're just looking at a few plays left in this game. Got to look for something downfield and hope a miracle happens.
Patterson, short drop, but to say out of the backfield, that's not going to do it. Gets out of bounds. 10 seconds remaining, and it's 3rd down and 11. And these really conservative play calls for the Cavalry has come back to bite them in key situations like this one.
Yeah, you don't have very many plays in the playbook for this down and distance with this score on the clock, unfortunately. About the best you can do is drop back and heave this one to the heavens.
Scar dropping back, throwing it, batted up in the air, and it falls incomplete. Looking for Finnick. If he would have let him, maybe if he would have thrown a ball up in the air instead of trying to bullet past that, maybe it would have been caught by Finnick because there was nobody that was around him safety-wise.
And it sets up the final play of the game for Ottawa here. 4th and forever for Scar Patterson and the Cavalry.
Fourth and 11, and again, Patterson under center. Do not agree with this. 4th and 11. Short drop, firing it to Deuce Finnick, who catches it inbounds. There's a penalty. Is this going to be a late hit? We'll hear from R62. That's exactly what it is, as Waterhouse is going to be called for the late hit when Finnick was on the ground.
And coach is yelling at him right now from the field. You don't want to do anything that's going to give Ottawa another down, another opportunity here. It does set up one more play for the Cavalry here. Be interesting to see what they send into the huddle here. Oh,
turnover on downs.
Yep, I apologize.
And that is going to be it for the River Runners, and they are going to take the knee. And that's going to do it, as the River Runners will get the win, and they punch their ticket to the playoffs. Meanwhile, for Ottawa, they are sent home packing. And so with that, both teams from the SFL Minor League last season, Season 1 championship, have been eliminated from the playoffs, as both were eliminated by new teams. And you just see what all these teams and the new teams coming in trying to prove themselves, and Ottawa and meanwhile Madison are going to have to watch the playoffs from their couches.
The second season of the Simulation Football League Minor League has been a huge success. Congratulations to the Memphis River Runners, going on the road in a must-win game against the Ottawa Cavalry and getting the victory, heading to the playoffs for the first time. Excellent play by the River Runners on both sides of the ball, but they'll be talking about this defense and how they started the game tonight, keeping Ottawa at bay, not letting Kevin Say get off to any kind of a good start. Scar Patterson wasn't comfortable in the pocket all game long. He was able to connect with Ryan Roosevelt and Deuce Finnick at times for some big plays, but for the large part, just wasn't comfortable. Congratulations to Memphis. Fantastic game plan on the defensive side of the balls. GP Wells, your player of the game. The Memphis offense came to play starting the end of that first half. Just a fantastic performance by Joseph Green at quarterback and his playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. And Jeff, back to you.
Yeah, thank you for that, Benji. And so just a quick update. Tacoma, 13-10, a minute 40 left to go. That's going on the SFL YouTube page for everybody here, for myself, Jeff Melanishin, for Benji Matson, for Phil Koss, for Cameron Irvine, and everybody for SFL Productions. Thank you so much for tuning into this one, the presentation of the Simulation Football League Minor League. And that's going to do it for Week 9 for this one. Memphis gets the win and punch their ticket to the playoffs. Have a good night, everybody. We'll see you next time.